Can you help me understand your position on spiritual teachers and their role in society? Well, they're here to lead people out of the darkness into the light. And because most of humanity is asleep, the spiritual teacher's role is to fundamentally wake people up from the sleep that they're in. I mean, because everyone's under the delusion that they're a separate entity making choices. And so the spiritual teacher's job is to, for a fee, of course, to take these people who are asleep and then talk to them, because that's all they can do. They don't have any tricks, right? They don't need tricks. So they talk to them, and they talk to them until that person believes what they're saying to such a degree that then they experience some kind of life-transforming identity change. Their life is easier and calmer because they believe that the spiritual teacher has awoken them from the dark slumber of their life. For a fee, of course. Because nothing better than the truth that saves all people from all suffering of all time definitely has a cost. There's no way that that kind of truth could be free. No way. So these spiritual teachers, they worked very hard. They meditated for years. They were in the right time at the right place. Maybe they stretched a little. Maybe they went through some kind of incarceration or some kind of addiction. You know, who knows? They might have been to India. It's like a PhD spirituality. And now they're making a good living off of the fact that they struggled very hard to wake up from the delusion of being a separate person. And I think that, I think that society, in some ways, owes spiritual teachers the most. Because spiritual teachers are the ones that keep society from becoming just a business. Just a place where people trade fairly for equal value objects that they find on the ground. Spirituality is the place where, because the money is taken for the spiritual idea, for the spiritual book or the retreat or the workshop, because the money is taken there for a higher purpose, a higher truth, I think that society in some ways has a role to pay the spiritual teachers even more. It's like you shouldn't spend that money on your child's education or on your car payment or on, your new curtains. You should give that to the spiritual teacher, because the spiritual teacher is going to help you see that eventually everything that you want to do in this world is just going to decay and drop away. So all you should do is sit at their feet and give them your money so that they can, at least, I don't know, get ice cream or whatever it is they get, but blowjob probably, hopefully. You hope the spiritual teachers are getting head. Because without the spiritual teacher, then society would just fall apart. I mean, if you didn't have somebody sitting in a chair and people being able to visit them for a fee and telling them about immortality, which is all spirituality is, it's just immortality. So telling them about immortality, then society itself would collapse. I mean, the World Cup, NASCAR, the entire entertainment industry, the Hollywood entertainment industry, the other country clubs entertainment industries, Bollywood, the utilities, PG&E. How would PG&E function if a spiritual teacher didn't exist? There's no way that anything in this world can exist at all and operate sanely and intelligently and practically without spiritual teachers. There's just no way. They are the linchpin in all of societies, and always have been. Whether it was the shaman or the witch doctor or, the monk or whatever it is, a society without a spiritual teacher is just waiting to crumble to rubble. And the Christians know this. The preachers who are up there every day trying to make sure that people don't vote for other people's freedom to do what they want, or, and the Islamic, the imams who are down there cursing, anyone showing their skin because it's sunny out, whatever they're doing, they are linchpins in society. Without them, it would just fall apart to barbaric, demonic enjoyment of all things natural. And I owe more debt than I can say to spiritual teachers. They have held together my sanity. They have held together my life. They have given me the belief and the dream in immortality. Do you understand? Immortality. Now I can wake up every single day, even though I have to do the same thing I've been doing my whole life, which is get some water, find some food, adjust to the temperature change, take a shit, take a shower, call a friend, say hello, see what's going on, go off to work in some way. Even though that's the same as it's been the entire time, I can do that now because of spiritual teachers. They helped me see that I'm going to be immortal forever and ever and ever. I'm never going to die. So now when I take that shit in the morning and I fold that paper, because I'm a folder, not a crumpler, and I wipe my ass, all I can think is glory be to spirituality. Because otherwise, this asswipe would be terrified. Completely and totally terrified. Because no immortality, then I'm just here. I can't just be here. That's insane. That's fucking terrifying. I cannot just be here. I have to be immortal. I can't just be here. I can't. It's too much. It's too much. I can't just be here. I've got to be immortal. I've got to go on. I've got to go on. And once I understood, thanks to spiritual teachers, that I was going to go on and on and on, then it was easier to find the food and the water. Then it was easier to deal with the temperature change. I get emotional. You don't know what it was like before when I didn't know that I was immortal. You don't know what it was like. It was terrifying. I woke up every day thinking, no, this can't be it. This cannot be it. This cannot be it. I've got to be something else. This life where I just find food and water and move things around. Where I find money and I deal with jury duty and fucking car payment, or for me, gotta get new wheels on the skateboard. This cannot be it. Food poisoning the other day. Sandra got food poisoning. No way. Not a world where my friends get sick. This cannot be it. Friend recently fucking had someone get into a big medical emergency. Can't be it. I hope they know about immortality. I hope they know about immortality. If they don't know about immortality, then they what? Then how do they do it? How do they wake up every fucking day like they've done the entire time they've been alive and find food and water and deal with the temperature changes? How do they do it without immortality? It's too terrifying. It's too terrifying. Now that I know I'm a little piece of light in a body, now everything's okay. Now when I don't get my way, it's divine perfection. And now when somebody dies, I smile and smirk a little because I know a joke. The joke is, we'll see each other again because we're all one. And that brings me comfort. And I didn't know any of this without spiritual teachers. Any of it. Spiritual teachers are the reason to be alive. I really appreciate your question, and I wish you the best.